Hello everybody, welcome to another Saturday Marvel Heroes stream. Today we've got our newest event to celebrate another Saturday Marvel
look at that.
Heroes stream.
It's working.
Today, go away. So we are celebrating the new Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The movie just came out, was it yesterday? I think? Yeah, it came out on the 5th. And so that is the event that we've got going on right now. We've got new costumes, we've got a new pet, all that good stuff. Very, very exciting. So that means that we got to switch up and we got to play as some Trash Panda. Mostly because it's been like forever since I got to play as Trash Panda. And I love me some Trash Panda. You know, that's just how I do. See, look, we got Groot! I'm excited. I got to clear out some of my stuff, though. So, please be seated during the awesomeness of the Marvel Heroes Inventory 2017 awesomeness du jour. Yes, that works. Here, let's just... Actually, no. Let's not toss that. Let's get... Here's what we'll do. We'll get our Groot, because we got a new Groot, and that's adorable. See, look at that. Look how adorable he is. Look at how cute. Look at him. Look at how cute he is, that little Groot. He's so adorable. But no, seriously, he's totes dorbs. He is totes dorbs. Sound check. I am Loose Cannon. Sound check. Are we okay? Test. 1, 2. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 8. 17. 41. 86. 97. Hashtag Trash Panda. Exactly. Hey look, it's Rev. And Mirthawin. Holla at you both. Great to have you. Guys, I'm so close to getting Groot in awesomeness. Black Cat Medallion. No, thank you. You guys, but seriously, isn't Groot like the most adorablest ever? Like ever. I mean, more adorable than the potted Groot. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, potted Groot is pretty cute, but like just look at that face. You can't see his face. Come here, Groot. Show everybody your beautiful face. Look at how cute that face is. Look at how totes dorbs. Come on, Groot. You gotta show everybody your awesome face. Look at that face! Look at how cute it is! It's adorable. Gold leader, we are cleared for launch. I'm not gold. If anything, I'm like red 8 or something. Just like some random dude that nobody cares about. Oh, okay. Sorry, Loose Cannon. Yeah, Rev was talking to me about that. Well, I guess it was a week ago now. Like saying that I should have like one of those fancy countdown things for my live stream. Honestly, I just don't know how to do it, so it's probably not going to happen. Whoa. Well, but no. Potted Groot is not the cutest. Like, come on. This is like, we can science the crap out of this. Clearly, unpotted Groot is the totes dorbsist. I'm just saying. There is clear scientifical evidence. Durability? Who cares about durability? Ugh. El vomito. Incidentally, I'm playing as Trash Panda because Trash Panda gets bonus XP for the, for the event. So, that's why I'm playing as him. What? I was talking to Goldie. Oh, you weren't talking to me. Okay, fine. Let's do this all scientifical. So here, we'll grab a potted Groot. Okay, okay. I mean, okay, I'll grant you that potted Groot dances, okay? And that is pretty dorbs. But just look at his stubby little arms and his stubby little legs. They are super cute, okay? Okay. Now, let's take a look at potted Groot. See, look, he's sitting there, and, I mean, he looks like he wants to kill me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. He looks like he wants to kill me, even though he's sitting there doing his little dance, okay? And he sits there and he does his little Groot dance. But that's it. That's all he does. I mean, come on. Like I mean just like I mean, look at that. Look at those adorable eyeballs. You know, that's why people love pandas. It's because they look like babies. Right? It's the same thing with little baby Groot here. Look at how adorable his face is. It is super adorable. Did I affiliate? What does that mean? Does it hurt? I don't want to. If it hurts, I don't want to do it. I did play Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 yesterday. Does that mean I'm affiliated? I'm affiliated with Suckage. I don't care what you guys say. I'm sticking with this Groot because he's adorable. Look at that. He sits down and he's so cute. Look at how cute that is. And then he hops back up off of his bum. Come on. That is adorable. Y'all just can't appreciate. Y'all appreciate. Okay? Oh, that. Yes. Yes, I did. So I got that. When was that? It was like a week ago or something like that. It was a while. But yeah, so I got the official affiliates thing. So I are Twitch affiliate now. I mean, not that it really means much, because I think with the bits, like the idea is that people can pay and buy like the little bits and then you cheer. And I think it's like a penny for every 100 that gets spent or something like that. It's like ridiculously low. But yes, I do have that. And I think it's just cool because, I mean, What? Oh my god, you guys! You guys! What? Oh my god! You guys! You guys! Oh my god! Oh my god, I got the thing. I got it, the big thing. Well, that's the thing, Joke, is that like everything else goes to Twitch. And I'd have to look at the email, but I'm pretty sure that it's literally if somebody gives 100, then I get a penny. But well, thank you very much, Loose Cannon. Thank you. I am pretty excited about it. I'm more excited because I got freaking new Drax, and he looks bamf, yo. He is super bamf. Aw, yeah. Mentor turned Drax into the ultimate killing machine. After years of failure, it was not until joining the Gargadaga that Drax was finally able to defeat Thanos. Continue to travel the galaxy using his trademark knives to dispatch foes, ranging from Badoons to the Phalanx. Ugh, sounds unpleasant. Okay, no, Potted Groot is not nearly as cute, okay? Of course I get a Potted Groot. Of course, obviously, because why not? Okay, seriously, what are the odds on this? I think that's an epic reward. Let me see. Yeah. Well, it's a rare. Still. Well, I'd rather have the pet than any of the stupid flourishes and stuff. Well, there is no science, okay? See, the science says that this Groot is much more adorable, okay? Because regular potted Groot, yes, he has his little dance and he has his little hopping thing, but seriously, his face looks like he wants to stab me, okay? And that's the thing, because if we look at his face, low pixel faces, low resolution faces are interpreted as frightening by humans. Look at Slender Man, okay? Or what's his name? Like Mr. Bye or whatever that one weird thing was that came out on Halloween, right? But then, if we look at this guy, then we have like the giant anime eyes because that is associated with children. And humans believe children to be adorable. And that's why he is scientifically proven to be cuter. And look at him sitting on his bum. It's adorable. I don't care what you say. He's cuter. I hate you all. Y'all just know I'm right. And look at that adorable face. And he's so cute. He's super adorable with his little jacket and his little Groot face. He's super cute. Rev, that makes no sense. Why would you barbecue a child? No, you don't do that. Everybody knows you have to braise. Like, come on. But seriously, if you guys are wondering, that's actually what happens. Like that is a literal thing. I know it doesn't sound cool, but it's true. Scientifically adorable. I'm just saying. The best pet in Marvel is not playing a pet. Okay, fine. Maybe that's true. But no. Well, thank you all for the congratulations on the affiliate thing. I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, I never set out to do streaming or my videos or anything as like a career of any sort. So it's kind of fun. I just think it's cool that I even got to that level. I honestly didn't expect to do much of anything. Although, while I'm thinking about it, let me check real quick. I just want to look at the forums just to see exactly what's part of this event, because I don't remember. I know we get the Groot pet, we get our little what's it called? Oh, speaking of which, let me get my new team up hero. Aw, yeah. Let me see. New Drax. Hey, look, it's Retro. Holla at you, Retro. Oh, that's right. We got the new costumes too. So we got the new Rocket costume that has the baby Groot, and we also got the new Star-Lord costume as part of it. And plus, we got the new team up. So we got the Drax team up and the Gamora team up. And that's the new Star-Lord costume. Let me see. I'm trying to remember what else. I'm just looking it up real quick on the forums. So we do have Cosmic Chaos. We've got bonus XP for Trash Panda and Star-Lord. Let's see here. We got the fancy fortune cards. Got visual updates, and it looks like that's pretty much it. So, not a whole lot going on, but it's fun. Yeah, I want to take a look at the newer costumes real quick. Because I think Rockets is enhanced. Yeah, it is, because you get the tiny Groot essentially. So just like right now, I've got the symbiote one, which is enhanced because it's both Rocket and Groot are symbiotic. But yeah, the Rocket one's pretty cool. And then we need Star-Lord. That's his. It's just a regular costume. It's not an enhanced costume, but it looks pretty cool. And I gotta say, I do appreciate the quality of the new costumes. I know that's why a lot of old costumes are having to get the updates and stuff, is to sort of bring them up to this new level. But like that's why I said I really like them. I think they're pretty cool. The newer ones. Yes, that's the one, the Warpath, where you get what's the name? You get Groot jumping on Rocket's shoulders. It looks pretty adorable. There's a GIF of it on the forums buried somewhere. It's pretty nifty. But yeah, that's the big news. I haven't done. It's actually been a really long time since I've done one, but a update video for this. I might do one later tonight for the Guardians thing. But the fact is, like, we've just had relatively few major updates to the game. I just haven't had a real reason to do any of my bigger videos. Not to mention redoing my really big video. Oh my god. I don't know when or if I'm going to be doing that again. Because that just takes so freaking long, you guys. Oh my god. I mean, I mentioned just a little while ago that like I didn't get into doing the YouTube stuff, much less the streaming, for the purpose of actually making money off of it. But at the same time, you know, I have to have a balance between the amount of time that I put into some of these videos and what I end up getting out of it, whether it's comments or like ad revenue or whatever it happens to be. Generally, I like getting comments on it personally. I think that's cool. That's a big reason why I do it. But man, like for doing the big guide videos that I've done for Marvel Heroes, they take weeks or even months to do, especially with all my work. Like, it's absolutely insane how much time these take. Did I not pick up my Groot? I fail. I kept clicking it, but it didn't work. Hooray! But I digress. I'm still excited. Like, regardless, I am still anxious to see how some stuff changes in the game. What do we got? We got some big stuff coming. One of the bigger things is the changes to the costuming. So we'll have the closet instead of regular costumes as items. We'll just have like a drop-down menu of all the different looks that we can have. So that'll be kind of cool. And they're going to change the bonuses. Change the bonuses from prestiging to like some kind of an exclusive flourish item, which could potentially be okay, but I really couldn't care less about most of the flourishes. Like, I really don't. But that's just me. And then we're still waiting on Omega. That's the other really, really big thing that we're waiting on. And that's going to give us like the Omega level difficulty, Omega level items, which is beyond unique. Not to mention the fact that we have Marvel Heroes Omega, the console release, which is active right now in beta. I think it's still in closed beta though, and you gotta pay for like a founder's pack in order to actually get access to it. I don't know. Oh, the wardrobe might not make it 2017. I mean, that kind of makes sense. They originally said it was going to be like March of this year. And then we haven't heard about it in a really long time. So it's not surprising if it got pushed back. I really don't mind. I'm more wondering about the Omega difficulty and stuff, because those are the really big changes that will actually affect gameplay a great deal. and potentially make people stay or go. Just like they did with like all the changes to like movement and stuff like that. The 2.0 changes to 2016. I mean, that basically just scared off a whole bunch of people. It did to me too. Incidentally, I do have a giveaway going right now, a Marvel Heroes giveaway. So if anybody's interested, I'm giving away a Black Bolt Hero Pack. And all you have to do is you just have to answer a question about cosmic prestiging. And you can enter it every day up until... it's 2 weeks from today, actually. It's going to be the 20th, I think, is the cutoff. So if anybody's interested, you can go ahead and join that. Speaking of which, we got to see who all is here so I can properly say hello. Let's see here. We already said hi to Jokercha, and there's Rev. I am Loose Cannon, Marathon, and Retro. Very exciting. Very exciting to have all of you. Mommy! I do find some of the dialogue hilarious still. But yeah, this is effectively what we have come down to with regard to Marvel Heroes. At least for me. So I had the huge, like, not really cloud, but the huge thing floating above my head with wanting to get Beast up to Cosmic 60. And I did. I finished it. Was it Monday? I think it was Monday that I finished it, actually. And so that was really exciting. I was really happy. And now I'm just sort of like, okay, now what? Because, like, I'm just trying to find something to, like, grasp onto, essentially. And I'm having a difficult time doing that. And honestly, it's been that way for a little while, and it's been that way for a lot of people for quite a while. Because let's face it, they've been focusing on, the developers have been focusing on getting the console version out. And they did! I have not played it, I don't have a PS4, so I have no idea how it is, if it's good, bad, or in between. All I know is that it exists. So, I don't know. I mean, we're still waiting on a bunch of key gameplay changes for the PC version. And unfortunately, haven't heard much about them. I think one of the big things that a lot of people are excited about too is going to be the release of Carnage as a playable character. Because I know a lot of people, so many people were asking to have Carnage as a playable. And I think there's a lot of potential to be interesting, but I worry about the same stuff that other people had mentioned, where it's like, okay, so what are you guys going to do to make him feel different from, like, Spider-Man and Venom type of thing? Because Spider-Man and Venom exclusively feel very unique and very fun and different in their own ways. And then it's like, okay, well, if we're adding in Carnage, what's he going to do that's different? So I have a feeling that it's going to boil down to we're going to have the we're essentially going to have the team up character, but in a full playable form, essentially. Ow. I'm sorry, I'm still recovering from being sick. I still have this really bad cough, and it's really frustrating. I'm sorry. The sound and voice. That is very true. The sound and voice is going to be unique. Well, just like with Black Bolt. I mean, Black Bolt is like, you know, easiest voiceover ever. He only says like 3 things. I think that they could do some really, really cool stuff with Carnage. You guys know I'm not big on the canon for any of the comics and stuff like that, but I do know that Carnage is pretty cool. He has some very unique weapon-based powers, and that's sort of the big thing. Whenever I think of Carnage, I always think of man, I don't remember the character's name, but essentially all the guys from the Prototype series, that it was like super popular. What, like 5 or 6 years ago now? I enjoyed Prototype. I played both of them, but that's essentially what I view Carnage as, where you're like forming physical objects out of like the ichor type of thing, as opposed to like with Venom, you're forming just like tendrils and stuff like that, whereas Carnage does like axes and blades and things of that nature. It's kind of like the T-1000 of the Marvel Universe, but slightly less dangerous, maybe. I mean, I'm just saying the T-1000 is pretty dangerous. I just want to see how we're I'm already at level 26 with my Drax. This is ridiculous. Alex Mercer? Who's Alex Mercer? I gotta Google this. Alex Mercer. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, it's the guy from Prototype. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Who is that? Cryon? Cryon? I believe that's Cryon. Either way. Thank you. Yes. But either way, that's sort of how I view Carnage, is with similar abilities to Alex Mercer from the Prototype series. And so I think that there's potential to make him a lot of fun. There was Carnage. Who was the other one? So we've got the Wolverine Sabretooth costume that's going to be coming out, because that was like a big costume vote thing that happened. Shoot. Who is the other one? There was another hero that was announced as well. There was Carnage, and then there was somebody else. Carnage is the one that I and most other people, I'm sure, remember more easily. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm curious to see how it all plays out. But I mean, again, the fact remains that I don't play Marvel Heroes as much as I used to. I know a lot of people watching, like Retro and Rev especially, Jukkerchow to an extent, you guys really don't play very much at all. I know, Rev, you've quit completely. And Retro, I think I've seen you a couple of times, not too frequently. And Jukkerchow, I know you were on earlier, actually. Earlier today you were just on. So, you know. Yeah, I wonder the same thing. Cryon. I think it's just because Wolverine is like so freaking popular. That's just kind of like they've got to do something. I am loose cannon. You play a lot, so I imagine that the active supergroup is probably a big deal. It's not something that I've ever really experienced. Like, you guys know, at this point, literally everybody else who was in my supergroup is now gone, and I don't know why. But like, my friends and I, we started this supergroup. And everybody was in here. Maybe it's just because they haven't logged in for so long, and so their accounts are gone. I honestly don't know. But we were never super active. It was only ever like 5 people at most. So we were never really big. But yeah. Retro, you haven't been on in months. Okay. I thought that you had been gone for a while as well. I know a couple other people said some stuff. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anybody play Wolverine in game either. I mean, I've seen people play as Wolverine, but I've not seen anybody maining Wolverine and having like a really decked out Wolverine. It just doesn't seem like the type of... I mean, what is this? Like Marvel vs. Capcom, like people don't play as Wolverine. Just don't do it. Archived. Okay. Either way, point being is that they haven't logged in so long that they are no longer showing up, is my point. And I would imagine that having an active supergroup would probably make me feel better about playing. But at the same time, it's a really, really delicate balance. And, I mean, not necessarily a game like this. More games like WoW, it's a bigger deal. Where, you know, it feels like... it feels like a second or a third or a fourth job. You know, like, you have to log in. If you don't log in, then you're going to get kicked out. Like, for crying out loud, I'm playing, what's it called? Marvel Puzzle Quest. Like, this stupid little mobile game that I play just, like, during my commute to work. And the thing is that I'm a member of, you know, they have, I don't remember what they're called. I think they're just called alliances in that game. But the thing is, they're like, if you don't participate in the alliance events, then you get kicked out. I mean, like, they're freaking hardcore, and it's like, it feels like I have to do it. Because if I don't do it, then I'm just going to get kicked out, and it sucks. It really, really sucks. You know, one guy who made Wolverine. Exactly. Like, normally you don't see people doing that. But in, like, Marvel vs. Capcom, everybody freaking plays Wolverine. Even I played Wolverine. Yesterday I did my little training mission things as Wolverine. It was fun. I had a blast. Even though I'm terrible at that game. Absolutely terrible. And I guess in a way that's good, because we don't want to have, you know, singular characters that everybody has to play and everybody needs as a main and all that kind of stuff. Because having everybody play as the same people would just be really boring, and it would make for a really terrible game. So I do appreciate that. I think it's good that people don't main specific heroes, or that a specific hero is not necessary type of thing. But at the same time, then it really feels like some heroes get neglected. For example, like you guys know, Nightcrawler is my favorite hero of all time. Like, he is my favorite Marvel hero. In the game, he kind of sucks, though. He's just not that good. And he's been kind of neglected in terms of getting new costumes and all that kind of stuff. And it's really unfortunate. Ouch. Let's see. Carnage in June sometime. That's it. Unworthy Thor. That was the other one. Which I'm just like, what the fudge? You know, okay, fine. I assume that we're getting Unworthy Thor because of Ragnarok, right? Because of the movie. But at the same time, it's like, seriously? Of all the heroes in the entirety of the Marvel Universe, you went with Unworthy Thor as a new playable character? Why? That makes zero sense. Nightcrawler, I think he's actually got a fairly decent number. He's got like 4 or 5, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look real quick. I mean, there are plenty of characters who have fewer. Yeah, see, he's got 4 that you can purchase. I just really hate the Age of Apocalypse costume. It just looks so weird. But then, I mean, like Angela, she's only got 1. I think Taskmaster has like 2 or 3 or something like that. I mean, there's a lot of characters that have far fewer. So see, like She-Hulk only has 2. Storm has quite a few. Remember that. But there, see, Taskmaster only has 3. So that's what I said. Like, I know that, and Wolverine and Iron Man. Like, seriously, it's freaking ridiculous. There's so many. I mean, even X-23 has a bunch. I assume that they have some kind of algorithm, some kind of popularity rating of some sort that makes them decide which ones are going to get the costumes, which ones are going to get revamps, all that kind of stuff. Right, and of course, I understand that. I mean, the half of the point of this game is to do movie tie-ins. I mean, why do you guys think that we've got what we've got going on right now? Like, we've got the 2 new team-ups, we got 2 new costumes, plus we've got bonus XP for Star-Lord and Rocket because of the movie. Like, because we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Like, that's very obvious. It's very clear and very simple. But at the same time, you know, it's like, if they only focus on the movies, you'll like, I would be excited to see stuff with like the Defenders, because they're coming out with Defenders, so we'll hopefully see some love for like Luke Cage and Daredevil, because it's been a long time since either one of them has had anything specific, especially Luke Cage. It has been so freaking long. So it would be great to see more of those tie-ins. The problem is, that means that it's going to be a while before we see anything X-Men related, because who knows when we're going to see them in movies again. And it just kind of sucks. Yeah, Spider-Man and Iron Man are essentially the kings of the costumes. Like, they have a ridiculous number. Which, again, makes sense in the context of the cinematic universes, right? Because, like, Spider-Man has probably had the most movies, or at least the most reasonably popular movies. And then Iron Man really represented the turning point for comic book movies, and showed that they could be popular, they could be good, and they could make a lot of money. So, like, I think that that's a big reason why. Not to mention the fact that Tony Stark has like 80 bajillion iterations of the Iron Man suits. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of people playing as Iron Man either. I've seen a handful of people doing it, but not too many. I know that Rev was big on Iron Man. You and Captain America was your real main, right, Rev? If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like Captain America has a bunch of costumes. Iron Man has a bunch of costumes. Most of the Avengers have a lot of costumes because Avengers movies. I mean, like Hulk is the same way. Hulk has a bunch of costumes. In part, I guess, because I mean they have been around a long time, but so have a lot of these characters. A lot of characters have been around for a really long time. Like, see, Hulk has a whole bunch, but then like Human Torch, decent number, but not as many. Same thing for the rest of the Fantastic Four, you know? I mean, Deadpool has a decent number, too, because he's freaking Deadpool, and everybody loves Deadpool, and he's just kooky, crazy, weird, right? But then, like, Captain America, OMG. Like, seriously. Black Widow, decent number. And that's why I said, like, the Avengers have quite a few, because they're the Avengers, and they're very popular. But, oh my god, freaking Iron Man. Like, look at this. You can't even see all of his costumes. He's got so many. Not to mention ones that are specific to fortune cards. But then, like, see, Luke Cage, not very many. Not very many. And don't get me wrong, I'm not looking for, like, massive changes to heroes and stuff like that, like when Defenders come out or whatever. But, I mean, look at this. Like, Mr. Fantastic only has 2. How long have the Fantastic Four been around? Longer than most of the things that I've looked at. Right? I don't know. Either way. Again, I'm sure that there's monetary and cinematic reasons for all of this taking place in the way that it does. It's just somewhat frustrating. But yeah, like I don't expect big changes to like Luke Cage or Iron Fist or anybody. So like Iron Fist particularly, I actually really like. I really like Iron Fist. I think he's great. It just kind of sucks that we have to wait for like the big movie and TV releases to really see any sort of progress with the heroes. So whether it's adding new costumes or getting visual updates, whatever it happens to be, we got to wait for these things. And that's what's kind of frustrating. That's what I don't like. Like that's the bigger issue for me personally. I don't know. Ugh. Oh, excuse me. Not to mention the fact that we have like nothing for Jessica Jones. I don't think she's not even a team up, right? I don't think. Like, we got all these other people. But seriously, we gotta wait for movies and TV shows to come out to really see differences in any heroes. Like, perfect example is Doctor Strange, right? So, I would say that the Doctor Strange event is probably my favorite event that I have ever seen in this game. Like, honestly, it really is. I had an absolute blast with it. It was so much fun. And the thing is, we got some great stuff with it. But now, like with this Guardians of the Galaxy event, it's mostly just like, oh, look, here's some bonus XP and some free stuff. Which is fine, don't get me wrong. I really appreciate getting free stuff. But it just doesn't feel like an event. You know, it doesn't feel like something really major is happening. And at the same time, who was it? Somebody mentioned the console. I am loose cannon. Yeah, with the console stuff, I mean, everybody's worried about it, and the devs keep saying it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. Like, the PC is still going to be on the list of stuff to do. But at the same time, I find it extremely difficult to believe that they're going to be able to give us fully done console and PC games simultaneously. I think that they are simply going to have to make the decision. They're going to have to choose one or the other to truly focus on, and I imagine it's going to be the consoles. I really do. Okay, Jessica's a team up. Okay, I thought that we had her. I could have sworn that we did. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I don't own her. There we go. Yeah, Jessica Jones. Okay. Well, that's something at least. Just like we got weird-looking Punisher. And so, see, like, Mordo, getting him as a team-up, obviously that was part of the Doctor Strange event. You know, all this kind of stuff. Absolutely, Grain. I agree 100%. And I think that's going to be something we'll be seeing a lot more of, is we will be seeing a lot more team-ups. Because, like, for example, with the Drax and Gamora, we got these two new team-ups, but it's, like, quote-unquote new. Where they, I don't know if they did, I'll actually check real quick, but they very easily could have just reused the exact same kit from the previous version of the team-up and just changed the way that they look. So, here, let's take a look real quick. Okay. Yeah. Look at this. It is literally the exact same kit. Same attacks. I assume it's the same damage, same everything across the board. Literally the only difference is the physical look of the character. It's like a new costume. That's all it is, right? But at the same time, it means that we can have an event, okay? And again, don't get me wrong, I love getting free stuff and I really appreciate it, and I think it's great that we're getting more options with like costumes and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I'm just kind of like, what the fudge? You know, like, I mean, it's this is what one would refer to as a non-event, because there's nothing really specific going on with it. And that's not a bad thing inherently. It just is. Sorry, I was just looking because I get Prime loot now with my Twitch Prime, because I'm cool like that. And that's why I specifically mentioned the Doctor Strange event, because that was very clearly noticeable and it was tremendously fun. It really was. I had an absolute blast with the Doctor Strange event, and I think most people did. Most people. Because it was a very well crafted, very unique event. Just like with the Civil War. Civil War was really cool. I enjoyed the way that they implemented that. And I had a lot of fun playing with it. But that said, then we have events like this where it's like, oh, we've got Cosmic Chaos plus a little bit of stuff. Hey, look, Essence of Dread. Let's see if I destroy it. Oh my god, you guys remember that day? So for those of you who either don't remember or weren't there, this was, god, this must have been almost a year ago, at least. I think I was in ICPA. I was in the Industry City Patrol, and I was fighting the Mindless Titan, and I got an Essence of Dread. And I was so excited. I was absolutely ecstatic. And then I was cleaning out my inventory, and I accidentally destroyed it. I destroyed this Essence of Dread that I had just picked up, and I was just devastated. And then the very next boss fight, I got another one. I got another Essence of Dread. So I was like, oh my god, okay, let's not destroy this one. Let's not do that. Yeah, that was a fun day. I think it's still saved as a highlight on my Twitch, because it was absolutely hilarious. Tiny Human says hi. She's gaming. What is Tiny Human playing? The fudge. I want to play some other game. But yeah, I'm curious to see what other events we got. Let me think. What are the upcoming major Marvel things? Like, we've got Defenders, which is going to be at some point. I don't know exactly when. But that's coming out. We've got the next Thor movie. Obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy is going on right now. What other major Marvel movies do we have coming up? Like, whatever happened to Gambit? Wasn't Gambit supposed to be a thing? I remember it was supposed to be released sometime this year, right? Oh, that's right. Anniversary in June. Yeah. We do have that. And obviously that'll give us a ton of free stuff, which is always nice. Oh, really? There's Cloak and Dagger? That would be kind of cool. Oh my god, Lego Lord of the Rings. That's awesome. The Lego games are amazing. I love Lego. I actually got when I first got my Xbox 360, it came with like the double game thing where it was, I want to say it's Lego Indiana Jones and like Kung Fu Panda or something random like that. But it was when I first got my Xbox 360, and I was so excited, and I love those Lego games. They're so much fun. Like, seriously, they're great. I think they were actually having a sale for Star Wars Day. They had like the complete Lego Star Wars saga for like $5 or something like that. Super cheap. Oh, that reminds me. We've got the what's it called? The oh my god, I can't words. The Steam Summer Sale is going to be coming up in probably like a month and a half or so. That'll be awesome. Speaking of which, speaking of upcoming things, not this coming Monday, but the Monday afterwards, I will not be here. I will not be streaming. I'll be out of town. I will be here for next Saturday and then the Saturday afterwards. But that Monday, I'm going to be away. I'm going to be at a conference doing stuffs. I'm going to go do some science. Actually, I'm curious. Let me see if the sale is still going on. I kind of doubt that it is, but maybe it was Humble Bundle that was doing that. Yeah, there we go. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga is on sale right now for $5. Like, seriously, that's pretty awesome. So you get like all the things. Oh, I see what it is. So it's not multiple games. It's one game, but you play through all 6 movies effectively. So you don't have like the original Lego Star Wars or anything. But man, God, I love those games. I love them so much. Key speaker. So I am not a keynote speaker. I am running one of the panels, and I am giving a talk, though. But I am not in any way a keynote speaker. I am not that cool. unfortunately. Right now I'm the keynote speaker, though, so boom. This just can't go on my CV, unfortunately. Nobody respects it. Nobody has respect for streaming. Sorry, I can't save you. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Nice. Yeah, they're fun. The Lego games are just I don't know what it is, but they just hit the formula perfect. Just like the first time they did it, cuz I think Lego Star Wars was the first Lego game, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was Lord of the Rings. I want to say it was that. Indiana Jones was pretty early. But man, they just hit the formula right out of the park. And it was just beautiful. Danny's famous or infamous or both. I can be both. I can be two things. So costume cores, who is that? Ooh, Shinigami. Very nice. Very cool name. So Shinigami T82. The way that costume cores work, they used to be used to upgrade costumes. They used to be items that you actually placed on top of costumes, but now instead we've got these things, right? So they're just referred to as the catalysts, and they do drop, yes, and you collect them up, but it's one of those things where you probably only want to keep cosmics and maybe like really, really good epic ones, because those are the only things that are going to be really useful. But yes, they do drop. It's not directly upgrading your costume. It used to be like that, but instead you just have the item itself, and you affect the item. Transformers Devastation. Interesting. Never heard of it. Yeah, I mean, it's the catalyst things is what replaced the costume cores. This was, I think this was with the 2.0 or just after the 2.0 update that this happened. Essentially, they're prepping for the wardrobe update, where costumes are no longer separate items, but instead we just have like a drop-down menu of the different things. Oh, Battlefront, yes. Battlefront 2 is classic. I got that. I mean, I think I actually still have the disc for Battlefront, but not the new Battlefront, but Battlefront 2, like the good original Battlefront. Speaking of which, freaking EA is making Battlefront 2. Like the modernized version of Battlefront Part 2. I have Battlefront, the one that EA released, and I think I streamed it a couple times, and I gotta say I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm really not. But no, like I got it as part of like a Star Wars Humble Bundle thing. I paid, like $10 or whatever it was, and got like all the Star Wars games. It was awesome. What is this? Rev posting random links. Oh, that's the Transformers thing. Nice. That looks pretty cool. I am a fan of the beat-em-up games. So I've got, what's it called? I just recently got the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate Edition, which is freaking fun, even though I suck at fighting games of all sorts. But I got, shoot, what was I going to say? I got the one of the Naruto fighting games, which is like the arena-style fighting games. I've got a handful of the Mortal Kombats, all sorts of fun beat-em-up stuff. If we want to play what? It's awesome. I love Battlefront 2. Actually, let me take a look at my library real quick. I think I have it. Yep, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Awesome! God, so much fun. Oh, Devastation. Ooh, fun. Yeah, let me take a look at the store real quick. What? Devastation is $50? Sweet zombie Jesus. Don't get me wrong, it looks pretty cool, but good lord. $50. Oh, so the Relics of Xander, there's about a dozen and a half different relics in the game. So, let me hop back real quick and show you real quick. Yeah, I'll just wait for the Steam Summer Sale. I mean, the Steam Summer Sale is always terrible for my wallet. So, here, where was it? Shinigami? It was. So Shinigami, these are the relics in the game, all the different ones. And so there's Xandar right there. And essentially this is the spot where you put your relics. I believe you unlock it at level 20, if I'm not mistaken. I honestly don't remember exactly what it is. But either way, that's the all the different relics give you some sort of specific bonus ability. So Xander is nice with the range, power, and extra health. So it's actually good for a decent number of people. I use them on Cyclops and a handful of other characters. But yeah, I mean there's just a whole bunch, and it's essentially just this particular slot. Now, I will say, as a caveat, that this is on PC, and with Marvel Heroes Omega, the actual release that is currently in beta on consoles, I don't know that it's the same, because I know for sure that they don't have all of the inventory slots, but I honestly don't know which ones are not there. So Relics might be one of the ones that aren't there. I am not certain. You're skipping the summer sale, Retro. How dare you? How dare you skip the summer sale? What has the summer sale done to you? How dare you? But no, seriously, I really should skip it, but I can't. Yeah, in general, the relics don't drop too frequently. We used to have some really easy ways of getting relics, so like that's why, like, myself and a lot of other veteran players have like these giant stacks of them. And essentially it's because we used to have the ability to trade in multiples of the what's it called? Multiples of the unique items that we got, and we'd be able to trade them in for relics, and we could get like a box of 50 relics or something like that, and it was tremendously helpful. But now, not so much, unfortunately. They changed it. Oh my god, Retro, don't even get me started on the percentage unplayed, because my percentage unplayed is absolutely ludicrous. Because I get like so many humble bundles, and I get so much during the summer sales, and then I just don't have time to game in general. And what little time I do have, I generally do like streams and stuff. So I just, oh man, yeah. Don't get me started on unplayed games, because I have a lot. Oh, that's right. You can get them from the danger room. So here, let's go hop in there real quick just so that you can see. Highway to the danger room. Ba 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 da da da. Gonna take it right into the danger room. Set your fears aside and learn. See, look, you've got the special Hollow Wolverine team up, because you always have to have something especial. And then you should have There you go. There we go. There are the relics. So you get 25 for each of them, essentially, and you just purchase them. And the thing is, the Danger Room merits are really not too difficult to get. It's just, I am not a huge fan of the Danger Room. It's designed to be really similar to if you've played Path of Exile. If you've played it to the end game, where you start like getting the maps and stuff. The thing is, I haven't done it. I have not played Path of Exile that much. But my understanding is that's essentially the end game for it, and the Danger Room works very, very similarly, where you have a scenario that you go into and you fight, win, and then you're done, type of thing. Let me see if I can actually grab a scenario here. Ugh. See, that's the thing, is that I don't pick up scenarios ever. I know I had a handful of them, but I think I got rid of them all. Because I just meh. It's been a really long time since I have deliberately picked one up. Normally, like, I'll pick them up and then I just drop them because I'm just like, F that mess. It's like, that's Danger's AI. It's not what I need, though. Yeah, I think I just got rid of all of them. Part of the problem is that they're one-time use. I mean, you can view that as good or bad. That is true. It was random relics before, but at the same time, we could get up to 50. So it was kind of nice. And if you honestly don't care, then it's kind of like, you know, okay, that's fine, whatevs. But obviously, if you care about what it is that you're actually getting, then sure, it makes sense. So just for the sake of argument, I'll go ahead and hop into a Danger Room scenario here. So you've got a specific difficulty, you've got some sort of challenges that you have to overcome and all that kind of stuff. What is this? Rev is showing something. Look at that. Rev only has 15% of unplayed games. That is impressive. That is just downright impressive. For me, I think I have like 85 or 90% of unplayed. And that's why I mentioned the biggest issue with doing the Danger Room scenarios is just finding them, typically. They do drop, but just not super frequently. But yeah, just as a demo, we'll go through this. And incidentally, after I'm done with this, after I'm done with my little Danger Room scenario thing here, I'm going to get going because I got to get to work. It is that time, you guys. I will be back on Monday, though. I'm not certain what I'm going to be playing. I have not decided. I am not leaning towards anything in particular. That is true. You get scenarios dropping after you complete a scenario, and that's really the biggest thing. Is that like Danger Room perpetuates more Danger Room type of thing. And yes, you can trade them in if you've got multiples of a single difficulty. You can sort of trade up. You can color up, as they say in the casino world. Retro! Dang, look at that. Total account value almost $9,000, but cost was only $2,300. Man, that's a good deal. And 51% games not played. So sad. I'm just curious what mine is. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Eh. Ooh, 75% games not played. So sad. So very sad.
Simulation successful.
Hey, go me. But I got a good percentage, yo. Because I got my $5,100 worth, but only paid $14. That's quality. That is quality. Destroy the first barrels. Okay. Oh, I'll destroy the crap out of those barrels. If I can find them. Essentially, in the scenarios, you've got individual goals that'll increase your completion level much faster. There they go. Going around, destroying some barrels. I did have the map. That's the problem, is it's kind of weird the way that the map works, because like you can shut off the map. Oh no, it's Pyro! See, it's so much easier when the game tells you where to go. This makes it so nice. So very nice. I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. I don't know where my home is. I don't know where my soul is. I'm like a bird. Y'all are welcome for my beautiful singing. BT dubs.
What's a destroyer to do? Oh, wait.
Probably destroy stuff. Sentinel! God dang it, why did it have to be sentinels?
Target eliminated.
Huzzah! Go Danny! So see, we got danger room scenario, danger room scenario.
Oh, yeah. That's what I came here for.
And now we're done.
Fuck no!
Ending simulation.
So see, I got 45 merits from that.
They can pry this from my cold dead hands.
50 merits. Sweet. And considering that the relics cost around, well, what was it, 185, if I'm not mistaken? Let me take a look. I mean, it's not bad, all things considered. Yeah, 185. And obviously, if you do more difficult scenarios, then you get more merits and all that kind of stuff. All right, but with that, I'm going to have to get going. Like I said, I got to get to work here. But thank you guys so much for being here. Again, I will be back on Monday. I'm not certain what I will be playing, though. If you all have any ideas, let me know. You can tweet at me, or you can just let me know right now real quick before we go. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you, as always, for the awesome discussion and for helping me become a Twitch affiliate, because that's a thing, and that's pretty exciting. So thank you guys very, very much. I will see you hopefully on Monday. But take care and have a great rest of the weekend. Bye-bye. Bye.